OK. The next topic is unlikely things for a continuity announcer to say.
On ITV2 next, what Katie did next. Which I'm guessing is get her tits out and marry some thick prick for publicity purposes.
I can see you.
A very special episode of Songs of Praise now, coming live from Stringfellows.
That was Game of Thrones, and if you're affected by any of the issues raised in that show, what the fuck is wrong with your family?
Is masturbation bad for you? That's not the next programme, I'm just thinking aloud.
Next up, baking and entering with Anthony Worrell-Thompson.
Next up, Ross Kemp meets one of America's toughest gangs. But before that, a minute's silence for Ross Kemp.
No! Dad! This is bullshit! Hate it when the eggheads win.
Now on Channel 4, one born every minute, including graphic scenes of childbirth that some viewers may find inspiration to get a coil.
And now on Channel 4, skins. Four skins.
Next up on Channel 4, +1, -2, divided by 3. Countdown.
Next up, we have literally the only episode of Top of the Pops 2 we're allowed to show.
That was Mock the Week. Wasn't it weird when one of them said the exact same thing I'm saying right now? Still, talented fella.
Next up on BBC... Wait a minute, are those hippos swimming in a circle? What? Why are we watching Homes Under the Hammer?
Now it's one of those X Factor episodes where they sing next to a swimming pool. I presume to prepare them for a life singing on cruise ships.
You're watching the adult channel +1, because that Viagra's taking a while to kick in.
Well, next up, it's Midlands Today, so if you're watching in the Orkneys, you can fuck off.
At the end of that round, the points go to James here and Rob. Moving on, what criticism has Theresa May faced this week?
Which is having to change her name depending on which month we're...
She's a submarine.
Yes, why is she submarine?
That was her nickname, apparently, the sort of unkind nickname they gave her, because she sort of has a tendency to sort of disappear under the water when difficult issues come up.
It's sort of a kind of a cool nickname as well, though, isn't it? It's kind of like, they chose a nickname for me. It's really like the nickname you'd pick for yourself. The guy with the submarine, ping! And he's disappearing on the table. Like.
The joke about submarines is never that they disappear all the time, is it's that they're full of semen, isn't it? It's a bit weird. What?
Is it?
It's not.
Don't broadcast, please. We all saw that one and didn't go for it. And he, the classiest one among us, went for that joke, all right? I appeal to your better... Man in the editing suite, I appeal to your better angel.
Submarines don't disappear, do they? That's not what you associate with submarines,
I think
is
they
it?
don't, yeah. They pop up eventually, you know where they are, right? That's the point of a... Yes, and they're heavily armed and they pop up unexpectedly. If it was the case that they were having meetings and then unexpectedly she'd be like, hello! from underneath the desk. Oh! Ah! I'm doing that! Oh! Run silent, run deep. And then she goes back under the desk again.
Also, nicknames don't always have to be accurate. When I was at school, my nickname was NK47, and my first email address was thechocolateBombshell@hotmail.com. So, still active.
You absolutely... You are such a loser. Hotmail. All right, Mr. Ask Jeeves.
Why is Sam Allardyce England's greatest manager?
He managed England for one match and he won it. So he's the only England manager who's ever had a 100% record.
100% win record. He will be fondly remembered. Yes, as we all know, Sam Allardyce departed his job after 100% record on Tuesday, leaving the FA with mutual consent after an event. What was the event?
Has he gone to the event dressed as you, Dora?
Oh. That's not mentioned in a nice way.
On the one hand, I feel like very unfair to pick on somebody for having a dark jacket and a white shirt, but the shit I got last time for having a waistcoat, have at him.
This photo of Allardyce was taken by the Telegraph's undercover journalists.
Could you not have gotten a better photograph of him? That one's very grainy.
That is him at the table.
He's got a pint of wine.
Everyone loves the idea that he went, yeah, I'll have a pint of... just a pint of wine. Not too much, because I don't want to speak out of turn, and perhaps for these words to be used against me at some later stage. But all I ask is that you bring me to a restaurant where I can drink a pint of wine and eat the largest Malteser in the world. Just leave it slightly out of reach during the meal. But I want a Malteser as big as my head. And I'm going to finish the meal with that.
England now need a manager that's going to stay, don't they? Because we've been through a few, haven't we, over the years? We need somebody with staying power and who's popular. So it is time for Jeremy Corbyn to become the England manager, don't you think? Bring the game back to its roots.
Let the members vote. That's the Corbyn way.
11 left-wingers. The world's worst forming.
The subject is modern living. Who wants to come on that? Andy Parsons.
Now, apparently at the next election, we're all going to be able to vote by text. Now, I can see that going tits up, particularly with predictive text. People voting for New Labrador, the Conservatory and the literal demagogues. And I've got to be honest, I am no fan of mobile phones, particularly because you can no longer, can you, call a wrong number. Call a wrong number, don't you? Half an hour late, you get called back. I believe you just called me. I got a wrong number. No, Sonny Jim, what was it you wanted to say? Well, at that point, I like to go... Brilliant. I get to make a dirty phone call, but they've had to bloody pay for it.
That leaves us with Michael and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. Next topic is drugs. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
Good laugh, mate. I get offered drugs loads. I was at Glastonbury this year, right? And this bloke came up to me. He's like, oh, mate, do you want some shrooms? And you're quite tempted, because everyone's like, it was amazing, man. Had a chat with the tree. Good guy. He was called Nathan. You'd love him. We could play racquetball Thursday week. What a chap. But you know, if you took mushrooms, you'd be the one who would have the story that would end up on the front page of the papers. Do you know what I mean? I killed a lollipop lady. She wouldn't let me lick it, and I killed her. So in the end, right, it's really embarrassing. I had 3 packets of Starburst just shoving in front of my tummy, like, nom, 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 nom. I was like, my guts totally gave way, and this lovely old lady came up to me and was like, are you all right? Now, you've never known being truly pathetic until you've looked into the eyes of a kind stranger and gone, I've eaten too many sweets.
Russell. OK, Michael, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is grooming. Michael?
People like my hair, though. I do gigs, and people come up to me after the show and they go, I loved it. I go, what part? And they go, your hair. It moves around when you tell jokes. And people find it funnier than me. And I'm worried I'm going to wake up bald with a note. I've gone solo. I obviously don't need you. I'm touring. I never understand the end of a haircut, the mirror bit. There's this strange... Men don't want this bit, OK? There will be a back-of-the-head mirror. It's a mirror specially designed for the back of the head. They will fetch the mirror. Man is already thinking, I don't want this, I don't want this. And then they present to you the back of your head. It's a surreal moment in life. It's you looking at the back of your head for the only time in life you see the back of your head. And I think in the history of hairdressing, no man has reacted at this moment in any other way other than... yeah. I don't even know it's my head. For all I know, it's just a photo of his best ever haircut. I don't care. It's of no interest to me. Do people go, I love it, I'm leaning backwards. Woohoo! Thank you!
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Hal, which category would you like?
I would like world news, please.
OK, your category is world news. The answer is 24 hours. What is the question?
Is this what Jeremy Corbyn wants the voting age to be reduced to?
Is it... In his dreams, how long would each of Dara's science specials last? He's on the science.
I feel there's a lot that we can all learn.
Is it... How long does every minute feel like if you're Melania Trump?
Is it how long did it take me to actually find the exit once I'd bought my tea lights in IKEA?
Is it how long till Julian Assange makes another vertical scratch on the wall of his embassy bedroom?
Is it how long is the time between my mum's 2-part text messages?
Is it how long do you have to come up with evidence before the DA busts your ass?
Is this from the new action movie, Strangely English Cop?
Bust your ass! Chief, I'm terribly sorry to hear your ass is in a sling.
We'll have to take that straight to the Lord Mayor.
How long was Jeremy Corbyn awake at Glastonbury after taking what he thought was an aspirin?
Does anyone know the correct answer?
The correct answer is...
Yes?
How much warning, apparently, are we going to get before Donald Trump comes on a visit
Absolutely
to the UK?
right. Thank you very, very much, Hugh.
Am I invisible in this fucking jacket?
I think you...
Tonight on Russian cookery, cyanide, polonium and a crab stuffed with explosives.
Not going to be worth it now, is it?
And the first topic is that bullying? Who wants to come in on bullying? Ed.
I'll say bullying. Bullying, serious problem. Obviously, there's a lot of problems in the world, but it's OK, because wristbands are sorting them all out. Them ribbons were useless, but the wristband was on the case to save the day. But my favourite wristband is the anti-bullying wristband, because footballers like Wayne Rooney, people like that wearing it, that kids were getting beaten up at school for their anti-bullying wristband. And that's just beautiful. I'm just so glad that never happened to me when I was at school, because I could imagine myself trying to reason with the bully as he beat me up for my anti-bullying wristband. Like, no, but that's my... Oh, the irony. You're only fooling yourself. You may take my wristband, but your actions will never mirror the sentiments it represents.
The subject is health scares. Who's going to come in? Ed.
Well, of course, there's bird flu, which has killed about as many people as have died of vending machines falling on them. And we're very worried about that. Apparently, the reason we're supposed to be worried about it becoming an epidemic is because apparently this is the science behind it. Somebody could have regular flu, Apparently, right? Somebody could have regular flu and then could catch bird flu as well. And then theoretically, hypothetically, scientifically, the two could mutate inside that person and create a super strain of bird flu that's airborne like regular flu, and then there could be an epidemic. It's possible. Why don't these scientists smoke a joint and lighten up? Is it not also possible that someone could have bird flu, eat a chicken wing, and then be given the power of flight? Is that not on the cards? I feel a bit sniffly. I went to KFC, had a chest X-ray. Next thing you know, the next stage in our evolution.
The subject is taxis. Who wants to come in that?
One thing I don't miss about London is London cabbies. I used to live in Muswell Hill, a leafy suburb of London, about 6 miles north of here. That's what I thought when I bought the house. I get into a black cab in London's fashionable West End. Turned out I lived in the arsehole of nowhere. Because I'll get into a black cab and I'll go, Muswell Hill, please, and I'll get this. I go, no, mate, I'm not going that way. Like he thinks it's a bus he's driving. What do you mean you're not going that way? I'm not asking for a lift. You know, whenever I get this now, I just get in anyway. I go, all right, fair enough. Where do you want to go? Oh, spins them right out of that nose. You what? Come on, where do you want to go? I'm paying. No, mate, doesn't work like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Muswell Hill, please.
The first topic is entertainment. Who wants to come in on that? Edburn.
I was watching a DVD the other day, horror DVD, Hostel Part 2, not a very good film. Should have twigged by the fact that it was a sequel to Hostel Part 1, also not a very good film. Hostel Part 1 is about men being tortured to death in an underground bunker for the pleasure of others. Hostel Part 2, women being tortured to death for the pleasure of... Oh, they've really flipped it. Hostel Part 3, I imagine hermaphrodites up for the chop. Anyway... I'm about to watch this film, and before I watch it, I have to sit through the DVD piracy warning, which I think we can all agree is beginning to get on our collective tits. Oh, this music's so funky, it makes me want to obey the law. And it's the patronising nature of it. It's this thing of, you wouldn't steal a handbag, you wouldn't steal a car, so why would you steal a movie? I'm sitting there going... Don't tell me what I wouldn't do. You don't know me. I am drunk at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. In my pants. About to watch women be tortured to death in an underground bunker in Eastern Europe. You're telling me I wouldn't nick a poxy handbag? I think you don't know me very well at all, sir.
Subject is young people. Edburn.
Young people, they're very scary, aren't they? I remember being scared of young people when I was young. But when I'm grown up, I'll be bigger than them and I won't be scared of them anymore. And then they armed themselves, which I felt really unfair. I'm not scared of, like, goths or emos, which is kind of a shame, because goths make more of an effort to look scary. It's almost a shame they're not scary. They make more of an effort, and they give you that look. Like that, does my vampiric countenance not chill you to your bones? You're like, no. I could send one hoodie in there, it'd be like a dog worrying sheep. Don't annoy me. Getting stepped to by an emo. You're an emo, for God's sake. I think between the two of us, we both know who you're most likely to harm.
The subject is celebrity. Who wants to come in on that?
I will take that. Yes. No, I'll take celebrity because, you know, I suppose, I'm a celebrity. You know, I've got that sort of... I'm on telly, occasionally. I'm on it right now. So that's fair enough, you know. But I'm not like famous. I've got that sort of halfway house. I'm not like household name, but I'm not nobody. I'm sort of like that bloke. What's his name? You know, like people will say, oh, I saw that Edburn on telly. And the other person will go, who? You go, oh, you know, the Irish guy, comedian. What, the big guy with the bald head? No, not that bloke. And it's weird when you got that sort of in-between thing, because, you know, I'll tell you what I get a lot, particularly in England, is I get people coming up to me to tell me that they don't know who I am. Seriously. Which to me seems a bizarre thing to cross a room to tell somebody, but you would be alarmed how often someone will come up to me in a pub or a club and go, apparently you're on the television? I've never heard of you. Really? My family used to own a dog called Layla. What? Sorry, I thought we were playing swap information neither of us give a shit about. No? Whereas in Ireland, I'm a bit more well-known. So in Ireland, I get abuse.
Kids, who wants to come in on that?
Ah, sweet.
Ebra.
Sorted. Know about this now. Ah, yes, kids. I became a dad 9 months ago. And I haven't let it change my life completely in that... Well, the one thing I'm worried about is I don't want to be one of those people who prefaces a statement with the phrase, speaking as a parent. Speaking as a parent. Gather round, everyone. He's speaking as a parent now. Quick, come in. No, bring in the people from the other room. He's speaking as a parent. No, he was only speaking as an arsehole before. Now he's speaking as a parent. Yes, oh, sage one, speak. Tell us your wisdom. Impart your knowledge. Speaking as a parent. Doesn't it make you want to stab them as a maniac? Because the thing is, you read the books. There's loads of books you can buy on being a parent. That's why, there's millions of books, in fact. That's why I get really annoyed when people use that excuse for their bad parenting. They always come, oh, well, you know, kids, they don't come with an instruction manual, do they? No. You have to buy one. They're like £7. But with the books, the one thing the books warned me about, it hasn't turned out to be a problem. Books warn me that, that sometimes the man can become jealous of the affection the woman gives the child. I've not had... The only issue I've had in that direction is that when I burp, I get frowned at, and when he does it, he gets a round of applause. That's not fair. Why is his win so much more important and exciting than mine? My wife has done anything up to an hour trying to get wind out of him. Will she pull my finger? No, she will not.
The first subject is parenting.
I'll take this. We have 2 children in our house. 2 boys. One is 4 months old and the other is 21 months old. Yeah. We didn't want there to be too big a gap, so my wife had them both by cesarean. To be honest with you, the 4-month-old, he's already more of a man than I've ever been, because he's already mastered the art of the casual vomit, something I could never do. When I'm sick, it's a biblical event, it's coming out my nose, I'm pulling muscles in my back, but he's so cool with it, he'll puke and then he'll look at you like you just did it. You know, what's this? That was you? Don't think so, doesn't sound like it. But it's amazing the pressure that can build up inside a small child. It's got the puke flies out and the piss flies out and the shit. Honestly, if I was to feed him creosote instead of milk, I could do me fence with him. The thing we've been careful about, though, is even though I have 2 boys, I didn't name either of them after me, because I didn't want to have that big Ed, little Ed thing. Because when you call him one of your sons Little Ed, it just sounds too much like you're talking about your cock. Oh, Little Ed's been misbehaving. It just seems a bit... Honey, will you just hold Little Ed? Just hold Little Ed for just a minute. Hold Little Ed, or oh, Little Ed's been sick on you. It's just...
Thank you very much, Ebra.
And the subject is weather.
You do it. I'll do it. I've got this. Weather is one of the things that shows that the British people are great big Jessies. Not the British people, actually. No, there's a split here. When it snows, Scottish people do this. Oh, look, love. Snow. See you later. English people go, oh, God! It is the end of day! When it snowed last year, the BBC were going, don't go out! It's -2! We don't know if humans can live at that temperature. There are men made of snow with outstretched arms waiting for you. And the news always talks us up. We're always woefully underprepared, woefully underprepared. Where's the salt? Where's the salt? Where's the salt? Look, we're never going to run out of salt in this country. As long as supermarkets continue to do value meals, we'll be fine, right? Fling a few lasagnas up the M1, you'll be grand. Don't worry about it. Chinese meal for 2, good for 40 miles, I should think. Which won't be a problem. We massively overplay this. The news are the worst at it. Sky News, I was watching Sky News on the day after it snowed, the day of the lethal compacted ice. Reporting from a rural spa where supplies were running low. And in an attempt to ramp up the tension, the reporter genuinely said this phrase, "This place is down to its last pack of croissants." Oh, God, the humanity! Forced to eat pain au chocolat!
The next subject is technology. Josh.
I'll take that. People say technology is moving forwards, but I'm not sure about that. I'm increasingly finding myself at these cash points where they can't even be bothered to make the buttons line up with the screen. There is no stress in the world like that. So they're going, please, God, let this be 20 quid. If this is 40 quid, I might as well just kill myself. Worse, if it's one of the cash points where you go up and the screen is angled so the sun is on it. You go for 20 quid, you leave with a new PIN number and a chequebook in the post. I don't want to cancel, I don't want to clear, I don't know what's the difference. You get your card back, trying to put it back in, people going, piss off, mate, it's not winner stays on. I'm already stressed as well when I'm at a cash point, because I've already had to stand there for 10 seconds, unable to put my card in, because it's still thanking the guy that's already pissed off. Who is hanging around for that? Now I've got my card, I've got my cash, hold on, guys. It's been an absolute bloody pleasure doing business with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Josh. Well done. The first subject is holidays. Who wants to come in on that? Josh.
Not very good holidays, as it turns out. I bought a tent to go camping recently. I don't know if I've not done this before. I bought a 2-room tent. And then you get it home, and it turns out the 2 rooms they give you from your house are the bedroom and the porch. I'll show you, if I was going to take 2 rooms from my house on holiday with me, very low on the list would be the porch. I would choose the bedroom and the bathroom. So not camping, never have I woken up at 4 a.m. and thought, I need to get to a porch. If I don't get to a porch, there is going to be an accident. If there was no porch on your tent, you wouldn't have an issue. You wouldn't get your tent out and go, oh, my God, no porch. Or where am I going to put my hat stand? I've got yellow pages and 84 pieces of junk mail. I need a porch on these things. I never went on good holidays when I was a child. My dad was one of those people that was afraid of flying. He'd go, it's not natural, is it? Because if we were going to fly, we'd have wings. It's for birds, it's not for humans. But that's a terrible argument, isn't it? Because that's what technology is for. Helping you do things you couldn't do otherwise. If you give him a bottle of wine, he doesn't go, well, I'm not opening that because I don't have a curly finger.
The first subject is catering. Anyone's giving that? Josh.
My favourite place to eat is the breakfast buffet in a hotel. Because at a breakfast buffet, I will eat absolutely everything. That's the rule, isn't it? At home, I will have cereal or toast for breakfast. At a breakfast buffet, I am having cereal and toast as my starter. Big combinations you would never consider at home. Coming back and what have I got? Well, 8 hash browns, topped with some Dutch cheese, actually. And I have 4 pain au chocolat, 6 croissants, some segments of a fruit I've never heard of, and 12 of the smallest orange juices you have ever seen in your life. I eat so much at breakfast buffet, I'm so tired, I have to go back to bed. And then sleep through to my next breakfast buffet. I'll be mixing the cereals, going crunchy nut cornflakes with shreddies. Who do I think I am, Heston Blumenthal? You've got to do it, don't you? It's like when you're in Nando's, they give you the plastic glass to pour your own drink. I think, well, I'll be an idiot not to make myself a spranter in this situation, wouldn't I? What am I having? Having a Sproker Folo, actually, yeah, all of it. What did it taste like? Utter shit, absolutely terrible.
And the first subject is identity. Who wants to come in with that? Josh.
I had to sign for a parcel recently. That's got a lot more difficult, hasn't it? It used to be simple, didn't it, when you get a pen and a piece of card? Now you're given this kind of digital screen and plastic stick. And all you can do is some kind of zigzag up and down line. That bears no relation to any signature that has ever existed ever. Is that your signature? No! It's not the mark of Zorro. Is anyone checking this at the post office going, I've got bad news. Zorro is back. And he's signing for every parcel in the United Kingdom. I struggle filling in these forms, but I filled in the census last year. My favourite question was on the final page of this question said, please fill in the details of anyone that doesn't live with you but stayed over on the night of March the 23rd. That's going to be very awkward if you've just had a one-night stand. Good morning, a few questions. What is your occupation? What do I know? Well, I'm telling the government, actually, yeah. you could just drop in, just go, morning, do you take sugar in your tea? Also, would you describe yourself as Caucasian?
Our next subject is charity. Who wants to go with? Joshua.
Charity work doesn't always go well. I had a situation when I was 10 and my school was raising money for the local church roof, because it's always the church roof. I don't know what the problem is with church roofs. Well, they're spending the money elsewhere. You're going, yeah, well, the roof's ruined, but we've just installed a hot tub, so... come and praise the Lord in there, yeah? We all had to do different things, and me and my best friend Thomas decided what we were going to do. We were going to walk the 3 miles to our nearest market town wearing Wellington boots full of custard, right? We thought this would be good. And it would have been good, but for one small issue, which was when preparing the custard for the Wellington boot, my mum didn't think that we might want it served at a lower temperature. And you would serve it on an apple crumble. I tell you now, there are a few things in your life more terrifying than looking at your Wellington boots and seeing them steaming at the entrance to stars in their eyes. I'm not putting my foot in there, that's boiling hot. Mum said, isn't that the challenge? No, that is not the challenge. I don't know if you ever put your foot in a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard. A few of you might have. What is it? It's similar to a hot bath. With a hot bath, it goes something like this. It goes... that is too hot. With a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard, more like this. That is too hot. And suctioned on. Like a medieval torture devised by the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah, this is doubly humiliating, because I've had to go in 3 times to break the skin on the custard.
The next subject is parties. Who wants to go with that? Josh Whittaker.
Looks like an exciting party, doesn't it? I got invited recently to a thing called a traffic light party. I don't know if you've been invited to one of these. What it is, if you haven't been, it's a party for single people, and it is the bleakest thing humanity has ever done. It's a party where you go wearing the colour of a traffic light, depending on your availability to sleep with a stranger. So you wear red if you're not available, orange if it's a maybe, and green if you have absolutely no self-respect at all. I didn't go because I'm a driver, I know how traffic lights work, I know how that party's going to end. It's going to end with one girl stood in green, and then a queue of men with me at the back, slowly pushing forward, going, please be still green when I get there. Please be still green when I get there. Also, I'm a driver, I've driven with people. When they see orange, they'll just go, well, that's essentially green if I go out fast enough, isn't it? Who is wearing red to a traffic light party? If you're wearing red, you do not need to go to a traffic light party. What are your other options? Turning up at A&E and going, no, I'm fine, I just want to watch the carnage of others. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Well done, Josh. The topic is the home. Josh Whittaker.
My flatmate is kind of filling our kitchen full of all the kind of pointless things my mum has in her home now. I don't know if you've got... We've just got this tea bag saucer, the saucer for tea bags. It's a very useful item. If you haven't got it, what it is, it's a saucer that you keep halfway between your kettle and your bin. And it's basically for when you make a cup of tea and then you get the tea bag, look across at the bin and go... I mean, that's a journey, isn't it? I mean, that's 3 or 4 yards. I mean, I need a stop-off. That's like driving to Leeds. I could drive timeless. Then you walk halfway, put your tea bag down, go back, pick up your cup of tea and walk past the bin and out the kitchen. All we've done is create a kind of tea bag death row. That's all we've done. We've got our tea bag sauce on our breakfast bar. If you haven't got a breakfast bar, what it is, it's an extra yard of sideboard. And it's for eating your breakfast. So when you wake up in the morning, you want to eat your breakfast, but you think, bloody hell, it's too early for a table, isn't it? I mean, I can't handle one of them until lunchtime. I mean, what I want is something slightly higher and less comfortable. That's what I'm looking for here. There's one thing I don't want to eat at 8 a.m. It's a bar. That is the reason I feel so shit in the first place.
First topic is childhood. Who wants to come in on that? Josh.
I grew up in a small village in Devon, which was as fun as it sounds. Very little happened. To give you an idea, the most exciting thing that happened in my village was when I was 7, for a brief period, there was a bull in a field. And I was terrified of this bull. I used to walk past my dad and go, oh, don't worry about that. He's more scared of you than you are of him. And I used to think, no, he isn't, mate. Bonfire night was the worst, though, because the build-up to bonfire night was just warnings about the way it was going to go wrong. They go, oh, bonfire night's coming up. You're either going to get burnt with a sparkler or hit with a firework. My favourite was on Blue Peter every year. They'd have the same warning that applied to no one in Britain every year. They go, oh, bonfire night's coming up, and if you do own a pet tortoise... Well, they go, if you do own a pet tortoise and it's hibernating in a box, do be careful to not absent-mindedly throw that box onto the fire. I don't know how unlikely that scenario is. So I know no one who owns a pet tortoise. Secondly, how unruly is your bonfire night? You go, yeah, just chuck everything on, yeah. Yeah, Guy Fawkes with their shit, show him what I think of him. Go into my houses, get my boxes, don't look in them, throw them on the fire. I don't care that the contents is snoring, throw it on, I told you. 2 months later, you walk around your house going, where the hell is Sheldon? The warnings that were wrong, the warning on sparklers, it'll burn your hands, that happened to no one. The warning on sparklers should be, if you're planning using a sparkler, do be aware you will do the same 3 shapes you did every other year. Zigzags, circles. Go on then, I'll write my own name, that is it every year. We used to have those home fireworks displays when they'd be terrifying. Most people were interested in health and safety. My dad didn't bother with that. He'd just go, well, you know, we've got 6 fireworks, the cat's got 9 lives, we're going to be fine. We'd be firing off fireworks towards the village like we declared war, and then the whole thing would climax with a Catherine wheel nailed to a gate failing to go off. My dad creeping up on it, us going, Dad, you're not meant to go back to a lit firework. Him going, don't worry about that, it's more scared of me than I am of it, it'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Josh Weathercott. The first subject is food. Who wants to come in on that? Josh.
I'm not a fan of people that are pretentious about food, the kind of people that pretend they like dark chocolate. And by that, I mean anyone that claims to like dark chocolate, because no one actually likes dark chocolate. No one's eating normal nice milk chocolate going, well, this is good, but I wish it tasted a bit more like paracetamol. All this pretentious. I went into a cafe for breakfast the other day. One of the things they sold on the menu, toasted bread. That is called toast. What are my other options? Flaked corn topped with the juice of a milked cow? Maybe I don't know what people want from food. I was walking along the street the other day. A van went past. On it, it said, Waitrose, do you like your bananas green? And I thought, no. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of diarrhoea, no. I don't like my bananas green for the same reason I don't like my chicken Kiev's dangerously underdone. But now you go into Waitrose, all they have got is green bananas. You go, am I the only person that's ever bought a banana because they want to eat the banana? Someone else go, oh, I think I'll fancy a banana in about 7 days. Better go out and buy one now. Can you come out tonight, Steve? No, I've checked my diary, I'm eating a banana. And all they do is sell them in bunches, so basically what I've got is no bananas for 7 days, followed instantly by far too many bananas all at the same time.
The first subject is weather. Who wants to come in that? Josh.
My parents live in Devon, where they had these storms earlier this year. I got a very strange text off my mum just before the storms. She said, Josh, just so you know, the storms are on their way, so I've put the wheelie bin in the shed. Not sure what I'm meant to do with this information. I wasn't going, oh, thank God for that, I've been worrying. That's not what you do before a storm. Go, should we get the kids inside? No, 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 get the wheelie bin in the shed, mate. Take another month to order one of them from the council. I'm watching the news going, terrible storms hit Britain, 14 wheelie bins are missing. I mean, I couldn't care less. I live 250 miles away. How strong are these storms that I need to watch out for the bin? The people I feel sorry for during the storms are the on-the-spot reporters. They are people that know their bosses do not value them at all, They are people who've got to work and the boss has gone, have you heard there's a terrible storm on the way? Do you think I should go home? Better than that, mate. I'm sending you down to the edge of the sea. Where you're going to interview a man whose umbrella is inside out. People I don't like are the people that complain during the storms. People complain their flights were cancelled. I wouldn't complain if my flight was cancelled during the storms. I'd complain if I got to the airport and my flight was the only one that wasn't cancelled. If you got to the airport and they went, EasyJet, flight E4597 is going to have a go for it.
It's crime. Away you go.
So, I, had my cheese grater stolen. I got burgled, not for the cheese grater. When you get burgled, everyone says the same thing to you. Everyone says, oh, tell you what the worst thing about being burgled is? It's knowing that a stranger's been through your things. You go, no. It's not the worst thing about being burgled, is knowing a stranger has my things. If they had just been browsing, I wouldn't have given a shit. Offer me two options. One, come home, my laptop is gone. Or two, come home, find a stranger in my room going, well, I like this T-shirt, but, have you got it in a large? I thought my dad had said I've been burgled. He said, we know why you've been burgled and we haven't. It's because we're in the neighbourhood watch. I said, no, it isn't. It's because you live in Devon. A small village in the middle of nothing, but mile upon mile of moorland. I mean, no one's going to burgle you, because whatever they took, it wouldn't cover their petrol money. From what I can tell, the only proactive thing the neighbourhood watch does is once a month they have a meeting. All that does, it tells burglars for one night out of every 30. All houses are empty and unwatched. There's this paranoia about crime back in Devon, where I'm from. Went back recently, went into the local co-op, and it's a tiny co-op in a tiny village. But I went up to desk, and there was a sign that said, did you know we now do legal advice? And obviously my first reaction was, no. And to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised you did sugar puff, so... Why is the co-op now doing legal advice? Just too many people coming in going, I'll have 10 silk cut, a Viennetta, and I've killed a man.
The first subject is technology. Who's given that? Josh.
I don't want to brag, but I've got a new debit card, so... Yeah, I know, one of the old touchy downy... Go on, if you haven't got one of these, you have not lived, my friends. Oh, my God, never did you feel so smug in your life. Well, there you go. How would you like to pay? Just have, mate. See you later. What am I off? The future. Thing is, you get used to it. You can't go back. You're going somewhere now. Well, they haven't got the technology. Do you want to just put in your PIN number? Are you kidding me? Do you expect me to stand here for 4 seconds pushing buttons? What is this, a Victorian workhouse? No, I'm sorry, Marks and Spencer's, no. I'll be getting my Percy Pigs elsewhere in future. The worst is when you think they have the touchdown technology, but they haven't. You look like you've never used a debit card before in your life. How do you like to pay? You're just going... Are you having a breakdown? I don't like it when they've got the terminal and they have to ask for your permission. Do you mind if I just... Yeah, couldn't give a shit, mate. Just... What? Yeah, just in case he goes, do you mind if I just... Yeah, £4,000 unlucky, my friend. Enjoy your Sprite. It's the opposite of the other one I don't like, which is when the waiter makes too much of not looking at your PIN number. Hey, if you'd just like to put in your PIN number. Well, I wasn't suspicious of you until now.
Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a children's book.
Mr. Stubborn wouldn't leave. He was the elected leader of the Labour Party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you, Keith Vaz.
As Noddy looked at his new friends, Rampant Rabbit and Linda the Love Egg, he realised he was in a very different kind of toy town.
And all the animals of Buttercup Farm celebrated because Percy Pig was going to the slaughterhouse and they never had to listen to that whiny little bastard again.
And the beautiful woman was cursed to sleep for 100 years. And that's your defence, is it, Mr. Cosby?
She didn't do it. Don't boo her.
I'm Paddington Bear from Peru, said Paddington. And if you show me where the toilet is, I'll poo out this condom of cocaine.
It's the absolutely horrific follow-up to Netflix and Chill. Swallows and Amazons.
And was there a happy ending? Well, the prince did love massage parlours.
I will never tell you my name. You will have to guess my name, said Rumpelstiltskin, really holding up the queue at Starbucks.
From under the bridge came the voice of the troll. Wow, women can't be Ghostbusters, send!
Every day, Jack and Jill have to walk up a hill to fetch just one pail of water. But for just £5 a month...
Oh, it wasn't a giant peach after all, thought James, as he watched the big friendly giant put on his swimming trunks.
He pushed aside the clothes and there, at the back of the wardrobe, found a magical land of nipple clamps and lube.
There's an Indian in the cupboard. I think he's hiding from UKIP.
Oh, well, come on, that's unfair. I've been in this cupboard for bloody ages.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a quiz show.
You've already used your 50-50 to narrow down the options to A, in, or B, out. Mr. Cameron, are you sure you want to ask the audience?
Well, in that round on sexually transmitted diseases, you passed on 4.
We asked you for things that start with an E. You said, a great night out with the lads.
Welcome to Britain's only quiz about birds of prey. Fingers on buzzards, please.
Here at The Chase, we just want to reiterate that our chase is not called the Dark Destroyer for any ethnic reasons. Now, please, could you welcome our new chaser, Raj the Head Wobbler Patel.
So the final round on OAP quiz is sudden death. Boom!
Welcome to Eggheads. Well, we couldn't call it smug pricks, could we?
Welcome to Tipping Point, for people who are too thick to follow the chase.
Name, Keith Vaz. I mean, Jim. Occupation, MP. I mean, washing machine salesman.
I'm afraid we're going to have to take your first answer, so let's see if the capital of Azerbaijan is... fuck if I know.
Is that your final answer? I'll marry someone else then.
Well, at the end of this week's episode of University Challenge, the scores are Durham 170, Exeter 145. But, of course, the real winner is Ivo's dad, Hugh at home, who got 2 questions right and is going to bang on about it for the rest of the bloody week.
Well, we've given the contestants their meth and sent them to Hampton Court. Welcome to the Crystal Maze.
My chosen specialised subject, your wife. Yeah, you heard me.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Well, that was the banker, and he says he thinks you're going to accept this deal because in his box is your wife.
Well, today it's Kelly Brook and Joey Essex versus Stevens Hawking and Fry. This is fucking pointless.
At the end of that round, the points go to Rubbish Ed and Ivo. We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Holly, which category would you like?
Can we have home news?
OK, home news it is. The answer is no. What?
What is that going to be about,
I have no
Dara?
idea what story this could possibly refer to. What is the question, Holly?
Is it UKIP's immigration policy?
Is it do Man United have a defence?
Is it, how should you not answer the question, did you pack these bags yourself?
Is it, what is the least uttered word in a porn film?
Is it what did his friends call Nostradamus?
Is it, what type of oil painting is John Prescott?
Is it the answer to the question, do you want to be in my gang, my gang, my gang?
Is it, can Tesco's financial director count?
If we could possibly now move you towards a correct answer.
Is it normal to take all your clothes off to have a poo?
Is it, would Dara look sensible in a Fiat Cinquecento?
Is it do I have a tiny willy?
Is it, once you're over 60, should you trust a fart?
Is it what the Scottish people said in the referendum?
It is exactly that. Thank you very much, Andy Forrester. That's right, of course. The question I was looking for was, how did Scotland vote in last week's independence referendum? The vote, which had a remarkable turnout of nearly 85%, saw the No campaign win with 55.3% of the vote, compared to the Yes campaign's 44.7%. What do you think swung it in the end, then?
I think it's probably that more people voted no than yes.
It's a level of analysis we're very proud of. A round called Trumpty Dumpty Sat in the Wall. This game involves Angela and Hal. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round's a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. This first subject is growing old. Who wants to come in that? Angela.
No, I recently turned 40, and I want to reassure anyone younger, turning 40 is really easy. My friend turned 40 recently. She made a bucket list, right? She said to me, you're going to make a bucket list. And I said, do you know what I hear when I hear bucket list? I hear admin. They're always so ambitious, aren't they? It's like, oh, I want to go to the Taj Mahal, I want to swim with dolphins. The only thing I could think of that I genuinely would want to put on my bucket list is that one day, I'd like to put half a packet of biscuits back in a cupboard. But getting old, growing old in this country looks scary, and it's looking scarier and scarier. You know, by the time I get to old age, there won't be care homes anymore, will there? It'll just be an OAP rescue centre. So be like Battersea Dog Zone. This idealistic young couple will come in, they'll get shown around. This is Maud, she likes knitting, gardening, casual racism. Why don't you take her home? That's what it'll be. We have to worry about these things. We do, because we're all living longer, aren't we? There's so many 100-year-olds in this country now, the Queen's had to get a Moonpig account to keep up. This is my plan for old age. If I get there, right, if I get to my 80s, I am going to spend every single day doing Class A hardcore drugs. Why wouldn't you? Right, you don't have to get up in the morning, do you? Right? You'll never have trouble finding a vein. I'll tell you something, you might not be able to afford to heat your bungalow, but I bet you can afford to heat a teaspoon, then you won't give a shit how cold you are. No brainer, isn't it?
You really want to get around?
First topic is pensioners. Who wants to come in on that? Frankie boy.
We've just heard that Britain, for the first time, has more pensioners than teenagers. What a terrifying statistic for the country's paedophiles. No wonder Gary Glitter didn't want to come back. In 20 years' time, we'll have the first generation of pensioners who can text each other. I've got Alzheimer's, man. Yeah, you told me that like 20 times already, man. To balance the economy out, what we should do, we should give pensioners more money, but only if they take up really dangerous sports. Here you go, an extra £100 a week if you start quad biking through safari parks wearing a suit made from ham. It's not how old you are physically, is it? It's how old you are mentally. I mean, my granny is, what, 83? But she has the mind of a 2-year-old. Just a joke, she's dead.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is young people. Edward.
Young people, they're very scary, aren't they? I remember being scared of young people when I was young. But when I'm grown up, I'll be bigger than them and I won't be scared of them anymore. And then they armed themselves, which I felt really unfair. I'm not scared of, like, goths or emos, which is kind of a shame, because goths make more of an effort to look scary. It's almost a shame they're not scary. They make more of an effort, and they give that look. Like that, does my vampiric countenance not chill you to your bones? You're like, no. I could send one hoodie in there, it'd be like a dog worrying sheep. Don't annoy me. Getting stepped to by an emo. You're an emo, for God's sake. I think between the two of us, we both know who you're most likely to harm.
Well done, Edburn. OK, that leaves us Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
Britain, I have sexual advice for you. That's right. When I was 18, I used food in the bedroom. Now, don't ever do it. It didn't go well, right? Rather than... I used Rolo yoghurt. And rather than tell... Yeah, exactly, right? Rather than tell my then-girlfriend what I had planned, I pretty much waited for her like some hideous yoghurt goblin, right? Now, I doubt there's anything more terrifying than coming home to find me naked, holding yoghurt, going, yeah, right? And I panicked, and rather than putting a little bit on, I pretty much basted her, right? By the time I'd finished, she looked a bit like Morph. You're sat there... I created an angry meal. You don't know where to start licking. You don't want to lick randomly, then she looks like she's got an illness. So, I did foot up to knee. That took me an hour. And hours, I was just... She looked like an angry gingerbread lady who'd had her leg dipped in Tippex, right? It didn't end there. I was like, I can't help you. The door opened, one of my dogs ran in and started licking the other leg. Never use food in the bedroom.
Thank you very much, Russell Howard. So that leaves us with Stuart. Let's have a look at the last topic then. And the topic is family. Stuart.
Before I rock the microphone, I want to I want to dedicate my performance to my father, who was a roofer. So, Dad, if you're up there. I'll tell you about my family. I'm the youngest of three. My parents are both older, and I have mixed-race parents. My father prefers the 100 meters, and my mother's Pakistani. I was raised by my father. My mother left before I was born. And you know, not like being raised by my father. He's schizophrenic, but he's good people. I remember one summer I was 5 and he was Mussolini. Went to the park that day. I love parks. Standing in the park today wondering, why does a Frisbee appear larger the closer it gets? And then it hit me. My uncle's a hypnotist who has never inappropriately touched me. I have to leave now. I'm a member of Overactors Anonymous, and we have an Overactors Anonymous meeting that starts in... I think that round, the points go to Frankie and Stuart.
A round called Don't Stop Till You Get a Laugh. This game involves Frank, Andy, Frankie and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge who produce the funniest stuff, OK? Here we go, let's spin the wheel. First topic is parenting. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Getting quick. You may have seen that there was a woman gave birth recently who was 72 years old. That's not right, is it? You don't want to be a kid struggling to walk to find out your mum's in exactly the same state. But in this country, it's been more, isn't it? The young people who've been giving birth. Alfie Patton, supposedly a dad at 13 years old. And then they were saying, oh, no, he's not the dad, some people. I don't know what's going to happen to Alfie now. Maybe he's going to have to join Fathers for Justice. Hey, he's probably got a superhero costume, hasn't he?
How you doing, Andy? OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is history. Who wants to come in on that? Frank.
Let's do it. Yes, history. I think it's important not to trust history. Don't take things for granted. I watched that film, The Elephant Man, recently, and it suddenly struck me after all these years that the Elephant Man doesn't actually look like an elephant. He doesn't. The Elephant Man doesn't look like an elephant. If anything, he looks like fresh ginger. Now, obviously, if you're putting up posters trying to sell a freak show, you can't say, coming soon, the Ginger Man. Or people are going to think, OK, they're not the best-looking people in the world, but I'm not paying to see one. Now, you can edit history now, right? They've brought it... Scientists have found out which part of the brain contains your bad memories, and they have developed a drug, you must have read about this, that can actually erase bad memories. It's what Ronnie Wood's 20-year-old girlfriend calls the morning after pill.
Thank you very much, Frank. That leaves us with Frankie and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. Next topic is Britain's Got Talent. Frankie.
Yeah, I actually watched this series of Britain's Got Talent, or as I think it should be renamed, How Bored Are Britain's Women and Homosexuals? Susan Boyle, to me, looks like Gordon Brown playing Mrs. Doubtfire. She was on Oprah Winfrey in America, and they subtitled her And people in West Lothian, where she's from, were absolutely horrified, as many of them can't read. She says that she's never been kissed, and on that evidence alone, Scotland's alcohol problems are not as bad as first thought.
OK, let's see what Russell's been left with. Let's spin the wheel. OK, the topic is human behaviour.
Some things you can't help doing. Do you find this? Like, if you get a cold can of Diet Coke, it's not enough for you to go, that is freezing. You have to find somebody you love and put it on their face. You can't... You don't do that with any other food. This soup's boiling in your eyes! But for some reason, you become a fizzy torture. All right, Mum, Fanta to the knee! We're all fairly peculiar. Sometimes you think weird thoughts. I was in Tesco the other day. I was offered a bag for life, and I found myself going, I can't commit to that. You know? I don't know what bags are going to be like in the future. I feel like a tool if I got a plastic one in 2024. People go, I've got a new bag, it packs itself and speaks Spanish. Piece of shit. What can you do? I can suffocate a child. That's all you're good for. He can speak Spanish, I can hurt your hands on long journeys.
Well done, Russell. Points there go to Andy and Russell. The next topic is words you'd never hear from a newsreader.
Welcome to Channel 5 News, thickos.
Oi,
do you want to buy some speakers?
Too revolting to describe. But let's have a go anyway. Basically...
The two youths convicted this morning got what they deserved.
OK, they may have acquitted him, but he certainly looked like a paedophile.
You've been watching Sky News. To be honest, I'd double-check everything you've just heard.
Sir Gary Glitter received his honour at the Palace this morning.
Welcome to ITV News on ice.
Must be unlikely.
The next report may contain images that could give you the horn.
In this next report, Jerry Adams is voiced by an actor, Samuel L. Jackson. I'll tell you about the priest process, mother.
Now we play a round called Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This game involves Lucy, Greg, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performance stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. That is just against nature. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. OK, the first topic is Britain. Who wants to come in on that?
Yes, I love Britain. Do you? Kind of. I think Britain's amazing, but I think we're quite hard on ourselves. Like, if you go to America and you do shows, they always get this thing where you go on stage in America, like in Chicago, and you say, oh, so what's Chicago like? And they go nuts. They go, woo, yeah, Chicago, woo, 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 for about a day. And then you come back over to Britain and you go to somewhere like Birmingham and you say, oh, so what's Birmingham like? And they all go, oh, it's a bit shit. I live in London, in Britain. I live in Kentish Town, which is lovely because it is actually like a Kentish town. Unfortunately, the town in Kent it's like is Maidstone, which is crap. North London's quite posh, though, because there's a hairdressers near us, which is called the Elysian Fields Hairdressers. Oh, it's where heroic hair goes to die. Isn't that it? Where I used to live in South London, the hairdresser was called We're Going to Cut You, Slag.
Thank you, Alex. Reporter. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is sport. Who wants to come in on that?
So, hey, Freddie Flintoff, how drunk would he have been on Monday night? That's all I've got on that one. We have got a great new British hope for our sport, though. Laura Robson, Britain's tennis, 15 years old, both her parents Australian. We don't mind immigration when they've got a bit of talent. We object to people sneaking into Britain on a rubber dinghy unless they can do it really bloody quickly.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. OK, that leaves us with Greg and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. The next topic is education. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I remember school being fun. I think my favourite moment ever in life, pretty much. There was a girl in our school called Lydia. She was trying to make her calculator work. She was repeatedly knocking it against the desk. And after about an hour, our teacher went, "Lydia! How would you like it if I banged you against the desk?" It's the greatest day of school. But that was more sinister, isn't it? Like, they're now talking about teaching 5-year-olds sex education. Of course, people are very angry. It's disgusting! It's too much! Like, calm down. Not going to teach them technique. Right, this is how I like to do it, kids. That's right. Kids aren't going to run home, put dolls around a toy car and go, "Look, Mum, they're dogging, they're dogging." It's going to be some poor teacher trying to talk to 5-year-olds about love. Can you imagine a harder job? "Hello, children. I'm here to teach you about love." "Good luck with that, mate. I'm off to lick that tree."
Thank you very much, Russell. OK, Greg, let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is the human body.
I have to tell you that being a tall man in this country is tedious, ladies and gentlemen. Tedious, because in small towns throughout the country, there are a series of jokes prepared by the locals on our behalf. I'll be walking innocently into a local pub or down the street, and I'll get several jokes. One of the jokes might be this. Just to give you an example of the level we're talking about. Another joke might be, "What's the weather like up there?" It's freezing. There's a massive climate change in this amount of space here, you toothless buffoon. And probably the most offensive example of this is genuine. I was at a cash point, and there was a little old woman in front of me at the cash point tapping away with her claws, and I'm sorry, I'm just quite angry about this. And when she'd finished, bless her heart, she turned around, and she hadn't seen me, she turned around and she went like this. "Oh!" Maybe not that sexually. She said, "Oh!" And then with no hint of irony at all, she asked me this question. "Would you like a job at my house, changing light bulbs?" No. No, old woman. I have plans of my own. Now, get out of the way of the cash point. 20 minutes is long enough for you to have worked out that that's a Tesco club card.
Thank you very much, Greg. At the end of that round, the points go to Greg and Lucy.
What have the government changed their minds about?
The one this week is rubbish collection. They said that there would be rubbish collection once a week, and now they've gone back on that. It's going to be once a fortnight. I've absolutely no idea why people are worried about their bins being taken away every week, because if you live in a city, a fox will take your bin away every night.
This is the thing, this is a big thing, the urban foxes, or as they have them in Kensington, the urbane foxes. So I said to the rabbit, "I should run if I were you, my young friend. Do not say to bandy pretty words with me. I shall have your pelt for a smoking jacket."
Who was the man who announced this policy, though? A man by the name of Eric Pickles,
yes.
who basically said it was the right of every Englishman to have the remnants of his chicken tikka masala to be able to put them in a bin without having to wait 2 weeks to have them collected. Have you seen the look of that man? That is a... How would he know? There we go. That is a man who has no concept of leftovers whatsoever.
Do you think that when he said the remnants, he meant like that tin container? That they got delivered in.
Honestly, he would have eaten that. He would have eaten the bag it came in. He would have eaten the receipt and the leaflet with the new menu on it. And the delivery boy only got away because he was on a moped.
Nice.
An Indian takeaway, you don't put in a bin anyway. Indian takeaway, you put in the bag that you got the Indian takeaway in, and then you put that next to the bin. You don't actually put it in the bin, so it doesn't matter.
And surely it gets in the bin eventually. Surely the bag that the takeaway arrived in that contains the ticket, where does that go?
I really need to clean my house.
Do the foxes actually ring your doorbell and go, can we just come in? Because smell under the door that this is going to be great. Can we just leave for an hour?
I think you've kicking me out.
It is also one of the big advantages of a wheelie bin that you can do a U-turn in it. And racing. Have you ever done that? You ever done racing wheelie bins?
No, I haven't.
Well, you put a child in each wheelie bin.
They're quite deep wheelie bins. How old is it?
Exactly, yeah. They don't need to be seeing anything. You can have the lids closed.
Do you even have to move, or do you just close the lid and go, oh, here we go, oh...
And when they're sick, it's quite useful they're in a bin, to be honest.
By the way, this is all a very funny chat about wheelie bins, but we're not saying you should really put children into a wheelie bin. OK, now we play a game called What on Earth? I show the panel a topical image from somewhere in the world and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teens, what on earth is this?
This is actually what goes on inside crackers.
Is this a photo of the sperm in Santa's testicles?
Maybe it's a picture of us in 30 years' time.
Oh, God,
yeah,
but
for the
still in
grace of
show
God.
business. This is a convention of professional Father Christmases in America held recently. The Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas have fallen out with members of other groups, such as the Red Suit Society, over accusations of unethical behaviour and unfair booking fees.
You've got to think about the commitment that it takes. Look at those men. This is not a 1 month a year thing. This is 12 months a year. They look like arseholes. They don't always dress like that, but they do always have that beard.
What would you do if someone turned up in your house, in your bedroom, dressed as Santa Claus?
At this age?
Yeah. Would you take the risk that maybe this is Santa? Or would you beat him to death? Perhaps killing Santa? Personally, I would hedge my bets and make love to him.
Well, while you're doing that, be sure to give the beard a good yank. So at least you'll know if he's in the proper amalgamated order.
Surely you could question him. Surely there's something between killing him and making love to him. Surely there's some other...
I think I've bisected it directly.
What an amazing Crime Watch reconstruction that would be as well. Just a blacked out Santa. I was only trying to give him presents.
By the way, there is genuinely... I mean, they've fallen out. There's a unionised group of Santas who've fallen out with another unionised, and they're taking court cases against each other. There's threats against each other.
Well, of course they're fighting, because there can only be one real Santa. I'm not sure they're not going to get along.
What is particularly good is that one union of Santa Claus doesn't believe in the existence of the other union of Santa Claus.
What if you let him go? What if you let him go? You accepted his story that he was Santa Claus.
Are we still in your room?
Surely the next step for that Santa is going to be him at the next house weeping on the floor. It's what happened, Santa?
No, there is. It's just the hideous commercialisation of it all.
I was in my local Tesco's. It was September, and they were selling Christmas stuff. September, they were selling Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, and mince pies, and I swear this is true, mince pies with a best before date of November the 12th. Now, explain that one. Oh, we can have a mince pie any day of the year. You only have them at Christmas, and you don't even like them then. In the same shop, you know what was really sad? They were selling single slices of Christmas cake. Well done on awing. That is the most depressing side. I've seen not even 2 slices, maybe for a couple, couldn't be arsed making a cake. No, 1 slice for you and your no pals. That is miserable. See image of some guy going, I'll have that after me Bernard Matthews turkey drummer. Standing on one end of a Christmas cracker.
What if he's wearing the Santa jerkin, but he's got no trousers on and a balaclava? What then?
He's a half-naked burglar with a red jacket on. This is changing all the time.
Maybe that's how Santa got killed in the first place. Maybe one night he went...
Santa get killed?
But at the beginning of the show, I'm Frankie Boyle, and this is a very different Mock the Week.
That's exactly how I was hoping this would pan out.
What are the policies that they mentioned?
There's a policy for the unemployed, which is it's a great policy. What happens is if you can't find a job, you've got to clean up litter or feed old people, which is kind of offensive to old people that they've said they're the worst two jobs.
What you need to do actually is get one half of the job list to pick up litter and the other half of the job list to drop the litter. And that way, you've got twice as many people busy and you're not robbing anyone of employment.
There is a big issue about the employment of wombles after this.
They've all come over from Bulgaria anyway.
No one wants to be made unemployed. It's a horrible thing. I mean, to be handed a clock and shown the door, especially if you work for Al-Qaeda.
Other plan that the long-term unemployed would pick up litter, and that also that they would... How often do they have to go to the job centre?
Well, every day.
Every single day.
And I think if you're going to go to the job centre every day, you might as well give them a job in the job centre.
And the Help to Buy schemes, Help to Buy scheme.
I'm in favour of home loans, but I think it was a bit formulaic by Home Loans 3.
Like he was like 19 or something.
Yeah.
It was like, we're all going off on holiday. Yeah, right, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
The problem is, I don't think most people understand all this stuff. See, I think if you want to appeal to people, it needs to be more simple. Like, I would probably pay a bit more attention if one of the policies was all fire alarms just start off by going, psst, your toast is just a bit burnt. And then I'd go, oh, right, this guy knows what he's talking about. Or if the government made plug sockets higher, so you didn't have to bend over as much. Yorkshire puddings with every meal, yes, Graham. This stuff, I just get confused. Too many numbers, too many people, I don't know what's going on.
I look forward to some of you, because you...
I thought this was Buzzcocks.
OK, here we go. The first topic is unlikely small ads.
Did you see a hit and run in the Cromwell Road on Tuesday night? Please get in touch, because I'm keen to silence any witnesses.
Parents, worried about unruly teenagers ruining your house? You need my book, My House, My Rules, by Joseph Fritzl.
Please get in touch. Our eyes met yesterday. You were the blonde undressing in the bedroom. I was the man lurking in your garden.
Legs, bums and tums, wanted by cannibal.
Slightly used condoms for sale. No weirdos.
Are you an alcoholic? There's a sale on at Oddbins.
House prices falling, debts rising, feel like you can't quite cope. Pull yourself together!
Gardening done. Think I'll put my feet up now.
Are you looking for a plumber who'll do a good job at a reasonable price? you've got no chance.
Anger management CDs for sale. Don't ring before noon.
Are you struggling to get out of the bath? It's pretty much game over for you then.
Unlikely things to hear on Crime Watch.
So now we go back to the kidnap of Louis Spence. Police are repeating, if you have any leads, please keep them to yourselves.
And now, Crime Watch appeal. Lend us a tenner. Go on.
Don't have nightmares. In fact, don't go to sleep at all in case somebody breaks in and murders you.
Police described the man as looking a bit like a penis, a bit like a sausage, and armed with a buzzer.
A woman appears to have robbed a dairy farm, making off with a bin bag filled with cottage cheese. Oh no, Kim Kardashian's got leggings on.
Do not approach this man. He is a professional counterfeiter. He even has the certificates to prove it.
And now, a new programme. Spring Crime Watch. This week, a badger tracks the bastard who tried to kill it.
Hello, and welcome to Crime Watch. Here's a crime. Let's watch.
Police say do not approach this man. He has an iPhone 5 and will not shut up about it.
And we're just getting news that the super glue prankster is still on the loose.
The case was closed in 1974 and police have never reopened it, mainly because they've forgotten the combination.
Police have described the man as being about 6 foot tall, curly brown hair, blue shirt, looks a bit gay.
Bang on.
Yeah. Did you see a policeman knock over a newspaper seller? No, you didn't.
This reconstruction starts with some sad piano music. Never a good sign, is it?
Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously? You were probably watching Hollyoaks.
Do you recognise this man? Neither do we. Oh. Wait.
I'm not going to be able to protect you.
Do you recognise this man? Neither do we, but apparently he's been on Celebrity Big Brother. I think that was worth it, don't you? Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Unlikely things to hear in hospital.
I'm afraid we've lost him, but in my defence, Dr. Dre is just a stage name.
Right. I'm afraid you have had a stroke, so can you now take your hand out of my trousers?
The good news is I can save your leg. The bad news is I can't save the rest of you.
His heart stop. Quick, get the defibrillator. Oh, sorry, he's dead.
Look, who's the doctor here, me or you? Seriously, I've been awake for so long, I can't even tell anymore.
OK, I think we should remove the mole. How did it get up there?
welcome to Ashford Hospital. Why not join me in playing Pregnant or Fat?
Now, students, we know the operation has been a failure because we heard a buzzing and his nose lit up.
Welcome to the cardiology unit.
No, you've got to leave this afternoon, Mrs. Smith. We need your bed. I'm shagging a nurse in it at 4 o'clock.
Your husband is in a stable condition. His room's filthy and there's horse shit everywhere.
You could look at it that way, or you could think of it as gaining a hook.
To him, that's my former husband. Well, because you asked me to bring in my ex, Ray.
I'm afraid we're a bit short of time today. Do you mind if we pull the sheet over you now?
I'm sorry, we're all full up at A&E. We're going to have to send you to B&Q.
You'll just feel a small prick, and then I'll pull my trousers up and won't bother you again.
Now, what seems to be the Fucking hell!
OK, the point for the Chris Hugh and Hal.
Unlikely things to hear at an awards ceremony.
And the winner is Dara O'Brien.
And the award for Driver of the Year goes to David Cameron for his perfectly executed U-turns.
Welcome to the National Insincerity Awards. And can I say, what a pleasure it is to be here.
And Soap of the Year goes to Coronation Street.
Would you please welcome your host for the night, Deck.
And the award for Best Actress this evening goes to John Travolta's wife.
Father of the Year is David Cameron.
And predictably, for the 50th year running, the Rear of the Year has been won by the same man. Come on up, Chris. It's a Chris Rea joke.
And the award for Best Film, Cling Film.
Oh, that was all right, though, was it? It's bullshit, Dara.
It's all politics, man.
This is the point in the Psychic Awards when we like to remember those we lost next year.
Well, they said it was ill-advised, but welcome to the first Witness Protection Scheme Award.
And the award for most cleavage on view goes to Eamon Holmes's arse.
Well, now our final category. Category C. There are 3 sex offenders nominated tonight.
And I'd just like to say to the wife at home, you better not be there when I get home, sister. Because I'm big time now.
And the best posthumously released rap record goes to Kim Yong for I Told You I Was Ill.
late. Too late. And to present Best Film in a Foreign Language, would you please welcome Nick Griffin.
And the winner of Rear of the Year goes to Chris Rea.
Okay. Now we play a round called Loose Men. This game involves Andy, Rod, Tom and Russell. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge who produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is credit crunch. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Now, the government have got this idea that what they want to do is bankers who've lost their jobs, they want to retrain them as teachers, but in half the time it would normally take to train a teacher. I bet the teachers are happy about that, aren't they? Hey, these people were crap at banking. The chances are they're also going to be crap at teaching, and they'll be even crapper if they're trying to train them in half the time it would normally take. Yeah, these people, right, surely it'd be better to retrain them as bankers. That is what they were crap
Well done, Andy Parsons. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is eating out. Who wants to talk about that? Rod.
I ate out the other day. That's what I went to Cardiff Bay. It's all changed, you know, they've done it all up and it's all European development money, and some of the places now have got tables outside. It's al fresco dining in Wales. Just taking the piss. I think I tried to have a Twixt on a bus stop a few years ago down there. It was too wet to eat. So everyone's pretending it's Madrid down there. You know, your soup bowl's filling up faster than you can eat it. I didn't get past my starters after 7 hours of soup and rainwater. I gave up. Everyone's pretending it's Madrid, don't they? Your soup bowl's filling up. There's waiters with frosted eyebrows fighting their way to the tables going, spaghetti carbonara, spaghetti carbonara. I'll get another one, I'll get another one.
That leaves us with Tom and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. The next subject is extreme sports. Who wants to come in on that?
No, why not? I went skydiving. I don't know if anybody here has ever gone skydiving, but if you haven't gone, I'll tell you what they do. They give you a couple lessons, then they bring you up into the plane, and you're not allowed to jump out of the plane on your own because it's too scary. So what they do is they hang you off the wing of the plane, which isn't scary at all. And the guy inside, he yells, "Let go!" 3 times. Then he gets mad. Starts kicking your hands. 'Cause I'm not letting go. We all skydive different. I skydive with a big plane in my hand.
OK, Russell, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. Topic is families.
Well, families are quite peculiar. Mine are wonderful. I went to Brighton the other day, and my uncle was like, "Watch out, it's full of gays, and they'll get you. They'll get me. They're gays, they're not ninjas. Not gonna..." I'm so glad that I was raised by lunatics. I remember one of the weirdest stories that had happened to me when I was little. I was 8 years old. I was in Lanzarote. I just put some rubbish in a bin. I came around a corner and I was confronted by 2 werewolves, right? Turned out it wasn't werewolves, it was my mum and dad. Ah, ha, ha, isn't it hilarious? Not really, I've shat myself, right? But I've only recently found out they did not buy the wolf masks in Lanzarote. They bought them in England, which is beautiful and chilling at the same time. Look what I've got, David. Couple of wolf masks. You know, you don't like wolves, don't you? Captain Shitterbrick next door. Well, let's put him on now, scare him. Can I hold you just there, David? Can I wait until we're in a foreign country, get him really out of his comfort zone, and then properly shit him out? Families.
Well done, Russell. Point it in and go to Rod and Tom. This, you may not have seen one. It was a story in Ireland in the Evening Herald in Dublin last week. And it's quite a moving story. It's about Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
It was, yeah. And the story basically was being a big head may be good for you. Scientists found that large-headed individuals with Alzheimer's have better memory and thinking skills than sufferers with small heads. All of which is quite interesting. You see, the next paragraph I found difficult to take. People with larger than average heads, like comedian appear to be better protected if they develop Alzheimer's disease, as studies suggest. Now, that would be all right if it wasn't for that. Like, the article actually came with a giant photograph of me next to the article, under the word big head, that protect me at that time. Written underneath that was extra large, : report is good news for Dara O'Brien. No, it's not. It's not good news, because I suddenly realised I've got a big head, apparently. What do you mean you've suddenly realised?
Dara, protect us from the Alzheimer's.
Back in Canada, I did some modelling. It was for medical, it was for penile dysfunction. It was a before and after picture.
This is true. I didn't model. I don't model for big heads. I don't regard myself as having a large head. I don't have difficulty buying hats. I don't have difficulty getting into jumpers. My head doesn't cost me no...
When did those three guys get here?
To be fair, a big head doesn't normally cause the owner a problem. It causes the owner's mother a problem.
Have you ever seen Dara?
It's smaller than my hips, for God's sake.
Your head is smaller than your hips. What kind of shape are you? You're a peanut.
Shakira. Of course my head is smaller than my hips.
Dara, but it's...
Is your head not smaller than your hips?
No! Dara, look at me.
Oh, you're weird.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm going to take you to a hall of mirrors and show you how you should look. It's
the kid from Mars.
See, look at that. It's fine.
Your head is absolutely enormous. In fact, on a normal-sized head, that would be a full head of hair.
But the good thing is...
Are you not staying in my house tonight?
When Dara opens an umbrella, it's like one of them little cocktail ones.
To put in context how big it is, Dara, it has its own gravitational field. It's pulled in an entire planet behind it. This desk was straight when we started.
I was expecting sympathy. That's why I introduced it.
What I did was I said something about... I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
I think of you all as friends. I don't think of you as comedians.